Let's go, chat. Huge pot. We got 2 million, baby. Come on. Holy smokes, that's a big pot. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Welcome back to another stream here on the PokerStaples channel. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Yes, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The last weekend of big time action coming up, right? It's all coming to a head this weekend. Big tournaments coming up. On the Party Poker Streets, we have the PowerFest main event Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We also have a warm-up event, though, like a 5:30 with multiple days. So we're getting into 5:30 this afternoon. We're going to call this 3-bet with ace-jack in the 125. Flop top pair, top kicker. Against a friend of the stream here. Uh-oh, man. We raise. We have a lot of draws I want to raise. Top. Kind of vulnerable, right? So we raise. Same hand. Nice hand, bro. This is 3 starting days. Day 1C is tomorrow, and I think day 2 is tomorrow as well. Let's see if we can find that out. I think day 2 is tomorrow as well. Day 1C. Day 2 is, yeah, tomorrow, Saturday. So we have day 2 of this tournament tomorrow. Hopefully we can make it through with a nice stack, but it's a well-structured, deep event. So we've got a lot of play. There's also a 55 version we're going to be hopping into pretty soon. We call with ace-9 suited in the 5:30. Go to a flop of queen 9-8. Check. Turns a 7. Thanks for the support of the channel as we call on the turn. River's a 6 of hearts. Probably not the right hand to lead bluff with here. We should probably choose like an 8 or a 7, although we may not check call with ace 8, ace 7. Definitely if we have jack 9 suited, it's better. But when I think about it, we don't actually have too many lead bluffs here. We will fold to the bet. Pretty good flop for our hand, right? Pair and a flush draw. Pretty nice start in the 125 open. Do we want to check raise here? I mean, I'm thinking so, especially being 3 ways. And we can represent some strong hands here. Run it. Let's do it, man. We're doing really well against ace 5. Come on, let's go, chat. We're both still Party Poker Team online and stuff like that. I mean, I believe he's in the US at the moment, so he's hasn't been able to grind online for a while, but we are friends for life, bro. 100%. Coup de Grace bets 15K on the turn. We are going to just call and let them hopefully keep bluffing on the river. 6 is full. You know, it's really sad if they have 10s full. It's like pretty painful, but obviously we call with 6s here. They could even overbet with like ace deuce here for sure. They've got to be thinking like, I have very few full houses. Right, I don't have deuce 6 or deuce 10 in my range, so like only 6s and 10s. Nice, 172,000. Queens against ace 10 for the bounty, 125. Cash money, we got the chips already. Come on, let's go, chat. Our first bounty, 125. We call against Cleeblaw. Come on, dude, flop the nuts. You love getting 3-bet here when it's like 117 blinds deep, you know? Because you have a nut draw here, you're in position, you're super deep. They bet kind of small, maybe a bit wide to continue there. You know, we continue with king queen, with any of the 10-9, jack, any jack, you know. We 3-bet ace jack suited, I think. It's definitely profitable to get it all in against them. Yeah, being out of position, I think this is the right play. I mean, calling is an option too, but I think out of position, our disadvantage is big. We might as well just 3-bet and use our pre-flop equity. A cold call and then a 4-bet all in. Well, we have to fold because of this cold call. It should be super strong. People feel as if there is a choice between like, oh, I'm just a different player than that. And that's just not a reasonable excuse, I feel like, in 2021 poker. To say like, just focus on the psychology side. It's like, okay, but you're capping yourself. And it's not good enough to be one of the best players. I feel like as we get up to 400,000 here in the open. Good mate, I came second in scoop low this week, 20,000 runners. Thought it was my time for a scoop title. Made my series, of course. Hope your PowerFest has gone well. Sick, man. Congrats on the second. I mean, sick one. I also do not have a scoop or WQ or anything. So lame. Folds. So we're going to check with the 7-4. Check. They're pretty much like one pair here almost all the time. And not even a Jack X very often. They have Jack 6 offsuit, which is definitely a bad limp on the button. But most of the time there, we're looking at ace highs. We're looking at middling pairs. Sometimes Jack X as well. And we see a Jack 6, which you wouldn't expect to have. Call it 10-9 suited to a flop of ace deuce 3. Super boring flop for 10-9 suited, right? What a trashy flop for us. Expecto Patronu. Takes it down. Half here. We call. Do you play a wider range sometimes because you are streaming if you're card dead for a period of example? No. No, I play what I think is best, so I don't adjust my poker strategy for stream. I adjust the tournaments I play, but I always try and play my best. I guess an example would be I actually do gamble all in against streamers in non-consequential spots a little bit more often. So like if it's close between a call or a fold all in, and it's like the first couple levels of a tournament, I'm going to call against a streamer because it's funny, you know? That's about it though. And it has to be close. I hope this is like 9-8 of hearts and we're ahead. Well, we're not. If it's 9-8 or 9-7 or 8-7, it's gotten there. I'm not going to bluff at the river, though. I think it's a bad bluff. Pocket nines. Damn. We are all in with King 10 against Mr. Ice. Against Ace Queen. Oh. Oh. You love to see it. 6-10 offsuit. Raising a call. I fold in the big blind. It's a pretty bad hand, right? Okay, give it back then. But it doesn't play very well multi-way. It plays fine when you flop 2 pair. But in a lot of situations, it's a pretty dangerous situation. King 10, we're bubble felt official. Gonna fold, reshove stack here. Big stack here that can put some pressure on. Reshove stack here. It's a borderline hand. Normally would be a raise, but I think slightly earlier we can fold here. What do we do here? I think fold, right? Shove for 25 blinds. We are 5 off the money. 6 off the money. The thing is, Staklevic shoves through 3 as well. I'll fold. Go with these 3. Any feelings on European Super League? I was kind of on the fence. Like, I was excited to see some of it. Wow. As we print there. I go 560K. That's sick. A6 suited. We raise. In the money in the big blind. Don't do it. Do not do this in the money. Deuce, deuce 3. We bet small. In the money thinking. Nice. We take it down. Jaitis bets pretty decently big. I think we want to check raise here. Jaitis can have straights, but our hand is good, but also vulnerable on some turns as well. I still don't know about this, man. I really don't know what I like doing here. Oh, Matty Ice. Matt, thank you so much, man. I'm losing my voice. Matt, thank you. I might be screwing up with Jack 10 here. Matt, thank you so much for the 490 raid. Welcome to the team, everyone. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you so much, Matt. Appreciate it. 3 on the turn. We are going to bet again, I guess. I don't really know how I like this hand. That's the thing. I don't really know what I want to do here. We're at an awkward stack depth with top 2 pair on a board where king, queen is possible. 8-7 and queen 8 suited. 3 off the money in the 125 open, though. First place is 4,000. This is nice, dude. Pocket 8s. We like our hand. We have to reshove here, but it's worth it for 16 blinds. Good luck. We need knuckles to not have aces, kings, queens. We can still lose here, but if we lose to Snowden, we're still alive, and we're still likely to cash the tournament, so the risk is low. I do think we make money with 8s. We're flipping. We're winning right now. We're super winning. We're pogging. Let's go, man. Let's go, chat. We have 1 million. We are tied for the lead, basically. And we're Redfield hype. That's 2 bust outs right there. So 243 cash. Can we go all the way and win the 125 open? That's what we're going to try and do right now. That is the mission. Goes all in. We fold for 9 blinds. And I think open 10-8 suited is fine here in the 530. We're 3 of 23 here in the 125 open. You can see the payouts in the bottom left. So it's just over 4K for the win, I think, right? Just under 4K. I think we have to, in theory, continue calling here with sixes. River is kind of interesting. Less likely overpairs are going to want to bet here, but they can have 9x that just bets flop and turn and now river. We don't block Jack 10 and Queen 10 and Queen Jack or 10-7. We block hands like 5-6 and 6-7 though. That does cut down on their combos, but then how many 9x do they barrel multiple streets? That's the question, right? You know, like, how often do they raise pre-flop and then just barrel? And are they continuing to bet 10s through aces here on the river? We should probably call. I think we should call. Defending the big blind with Queen Jack, King, King 5. We should probably continue here, especially for 24K. I'm gonna raise bluff 1 here, and then check the river. And we're not actually getting them to fold anything of substance here, I don't think, right? So it's just like we're trying to fold out hands that might have some equity or like weak aces that might barrel again on the turn. They have 10s and we lose. It's okay. Ace Queen. Hey everyone, I know we're in the middle of a video, but just give me a few seconds to talk about this brand new site that I've started working with. I think it's going to be really helpful if you're working on your poker game. So if you're like me, when I started poker, I didn't really know how to get to the right answers in poker hands. I could see good poker players talk about the right answers, but I wouldn't know how to find the answer myself. Now what I've done is I've partnered up with Any2.pro, and I'm taking hands from these YouTube videos you're seeing on my channel, and I'm breaking them down quantitatively. I'm showing you how I'm getting to the answers that I'm getting to, but that's not all for Any2. You can also submit your own hands to me. So you can take your hand, you play in the $11 bounty hunter or what have you, submit it, ask my opinion, and I'm gonna leave a review on that hand and tell you what I would have done and why. So check out Any2.pro. It's a link in the description. I think it's gonna be really helpful for your game. As of now, it's only $5.99 a month for coaching from me. It's the only way to do it. $5.99 to improve your poker game. Let's get back into the video. We're back. The voice is still raspy, but we're here. 9 of 21 in the 125 open. This is the main bay. Pocket eights, 26 blinds. Just an all-in moment. We don't really want to do it any other way. So go for the shove against Bachelor Frog, who they fold 850,000. Good stuff. Very exciting. King, King in the 530 PowerFest. We just call because of 2 squeeze stacks behind, which I want involved in the pot. Whereas if we 3-bet off 33 blinds, it's really difficult for them to play back. So we go for the slow play. And bet of 9,000. We call. And hope for the check raise, but they fold. Come on, brain dev. Come on now. All right, how about the ace-jack raise in the 125 open? By the book, we call here. I don't think we want to 4-bet either. I think just call is fine. 10-7-5 flop, pretty bad flop for us. We can go for a bet here. They're not going to check raise that often, I don't think. I could be wrong, but bluff successful. Nice, dude. We're back over $1 million. Really good stuff. Happy with that. And we're going to raise Jack 10. And we get min click 3-bet. Of course, we call and we flop the Niz. Look at that. Flop the absolute dream.gov, dude. And we're going to bet small when they check to us. We get min check raise. We just call, let them bluff, right? We're worried about nothing at all, except for ace king of spades and queens full. Both very unlikely. There is 3 combos of queens full, 1 combo of ace king of spades. That's 4 combos. It's more likely they have aces than either of those hands. On the turn. And raise the river. Let's go, chat. Huge pot. We got 2 million, baby. Come on. We're going to call in the big blind, go to a flop. Holy smokes, is that a big pot? We have a straight. That card is good for the range, though. I think we just check call here and let Brain Dev do some bluffing. Most likely. It is a paired board. King, Queen's in the range. Kings is in the range. Jack's in the range. We like our hand quite a lot, but again, it's good for the range. So just check call. Let them do their thing. The range advantage. And we probably lose now. Most likely. It's interesting to think whether they're going to bet King X on the flop. They're going to bet some for sure. We have flop top set in the 125. This is good. Top set is good. I'll tell you that. The thing is, on the turn, there's so many bad turns for us, you know? There's so many bad turns. We do block 2 pairs and the top pair. I'm not sure. I mean, now that they fold, obviously, I'm like regretting it. Like, oh, maybe I should call, but I don't know what I like there. Call it 10-9 of hearts. Check folds. That's a big bet. And we're out of here. 3 of 12, 328 cash. That's we're one off a little pay jump here. Next one is up to 382 when one person busts. But it's pretty variable. I mean, chip leader here, 3.3 million. And then there's 2 of us at around 2.2 million. And then 4th place is 1.2 million, actually. Knuckles is in 4th. So there's a big difference here. We have 9s. Like this hand, Ludo Drickson covers us here in the big blind. We see raise here, and we shove. Good luck us. 125 bounty. We only used 1 bullet in this tournament today, but obviously we need a lot more than what we have to move on to day 2 and cash the tournament. So let's see. But this is step 1. Let's get an 8-8 call here. Ace-6 is great as well. That's a flush. We print it. And now we are up to 174, and we're in a spot where we can actually make a run at this thing. What are we going to do with Ace-10? It's an okay hand. You know who we don't want to play against? Staklevic. Guess where their position is? To our left. Final boss shoves. Fold, I think. It's like the edge, you know? Like we probably chip EV call like Ace-9 plus. And with ICM and a player behind, I think it's a fold. Raise get a call from final boss. This is okay, actually, with jacks. Final boss is going to go all in with a decent amount of aces pre. In which case, when they check raise, it's going to be mostly 10x, 6x, and diamond draws, and then a few aces as well. But I think we're okay to bet our jacks. 2.5 million here. Final boss goes for the shove. King 10 closing the action here. I think we got to call. Thing is, if we call and lose, we're still on 2 million. That's the thing. We're definitely chippy V winning money, and I don't think this affects us too much ICM-wise. Because we don't have a big stack behind us. So, yeah, we call. Ooh, 10. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 7, 9, 10. Let's go, chat. Come on. The Jack 10 offsuit in the 530. We raise, get a call. I'm going to bet. I think it's close between the two. We do want to make the pot big enough where we can get their bounty. Check back with Ace-3, and we have flopped amazing. We flopped very well. We're going to bet 50,000 against Bachelor Frog. Check raise to 175. Well, that's pretty cool. It's such a dry board. I'm just going to call here. I mean, there's really very few draws, and it's like straight draws, and most of them are just going to not be in this pot and just fold pre-flop. So, yeah. Man, I'm just so happy with where we're at in this tournament as well. They block for super, super small, by the way, but we call. Especially with this run out, a lot of straight draws missed and stuff. We beat Ace-4. Nice. Pagu. Bounty all in at risk. 2 bounties and bigger than normal, but we can't risk it. With 10-5 is too much. Here it is, chat. It's official. You know what time it is, man. Final table hype of the 125 Open on Party Poker. Coming into the final table, 2 of 9. First place is just under $4,000. Let's win it, dude. Let's win this thing. Good luck, everyone. Let's get the champagnes out. I'm going to send them around. I'm going to fold here. Everyone's getting the champagne. So in a clear second place right now, chip leader, 2 of us kind of tied. And then 2 tied at 1.6, and then $1 million, and then 2 at $1 million, and then 2 at 600K. Really interesting how there's a bunch of groups like that. Ace-6, King 10 all in against Expecto Patronum. Good. Yeah, dude, let's go. 400,000 in the 530. That's our second bounty. We're up to 250 in bounties now. Probably a call here. The thing about this spot is if we lose and we're wrong, we're still on 2 million. So it doesn't affect us too much. And Ace-8 is not the same as like 7-3. You know, we're folding 7-3, but Ace-8's pretty decent. We're ahead of a lot of Broadways. I think we have to gamble here for 500K. Good luck. It's Ace-Queen. Not a good lineup. Oh! Hold it. Keep it clean. Deuce. Deuce. Come on. Let's go, chat. Yes. Oh, come on, man. 3.4 million. Tied for the lead. We're in the lead, technically. We're tied for the lead, though. All right, come on. 537 cashed. Well, it's a very similar situation, I think, with ace-6. And there's no other short stacks. Yeah, we gamble. Good luck. We gamble. Good luck. Against Jack-10. Deuce! Deuce! Come on, let's go, chat. Another chip stack coming our way. 4.3 million, down to 7. That's about as good as you could expect to start. With the double knockouts. Come on, dude. 639 cashed. Whoo! Okay. Queen 3 is a fold. Okay. Pocket jacks. You love to see it. It's a beautiful hand. This is really sick, but we call with jacks. Great hand. We have to flip for a lot here. We don't want to flip. Come on, no! Jack. It absolutely stinks, dude. It absolutely stinks we have to call there. We're knocked down to 2.3 million. We have to take a stupid big flip. Has thousands of dollars of implications. And now we join the pack. That's the thing, dude. Now we're 4-7, and it's just painful. I'm not happy about it. You shouldn't be either, unless you're this guy. Interesting spot against Busby. We see bet they call. They lead turn. We call. There's a king. Nice. We raise ace-king in the 530. Start with a check call. It's okay. We have 2 overs. We have a gut shot to the nuts. We have a backdoor flush draw. We've got a lot of good things going on. It really sucks to bet and get raised. Can happen sometimes. I think check call is good. Turn is nice. Very nice. They're going to 3-bet Jackson 10s pre. I think I'm just going to check raise. Hopefully catch something betting too thinly. Where it's like they don't want to bet call off with like a weak jack or something, you know? And I still think we can represent some jacks and some overpairs here. Okay, sweet. 534. Well, good stuff, man. Good situation. 9-34 here. We are 6-6 on the final table, but really there's 5 of us kind of tied. I mean, there's hardly any difference between us and second place on 2.7 million, so we're doing just fine here. You love to see this flop. A good check call candidate here as well, because if we get it all in, you know, we're probably behind right now. So our 1-pair hand does not have a ton of strength, but like the ways this hand can improve are huge. And we have a gut shot, we have enough flush draw, we have top pair, we just have a lot of good things. Check at the turn, river's a 7. Check. Nice. Here we go. Ace king. Here we go. Our best finish is 5th place, chat. We limp. Yeah. We limp with ace king suited. We want some good hands that can limp here and is playable post flop. We check call on the flop. Now our hand is not amazing anymore. I mean, it's an okay bluff catcher. Check call. We still have a gutter to the nuts. 2 overcards that can make the best hands. I think we have definitely lost here. And we're out. No, I think there's probably quite a few of you that are screaming like, oh my God, you limped ace king. Why? Like, why did you do that? So I'm going to shove ace 6, but limp ace king. And the reason is ace 6 is a profitable jam here. So is ace king. But ace 6 doesn't have any playability post flop, ace 6 offsuit. And we want to have some strong hands that limp, because if we don't have any, every time we limp, they raise and they print against us. And then every time that we raise, they just fold because we've got good hands only. So we want to have some balance. And that's why I shoved ace 6 and I limped ace king suited. For what it's worth, I would have raised or shoved ace king offsuit in that spot, in the small blind. I'm going to shove 22 blinds. $300 bounty is why. I mean, that's really valuable. I wouldn't normally shove 22 blinds, but with this bounty, 11 off the money, I think it's a good idea. So ace 8. Fold it, knuckles. All right, we reshove still. Good luck us. Ace 8 offsuit. Knuckles has to call tight, but it sucks when they call because we're behind always when they call. Or we should always be behind when they call. I mean, maybe sometimes people would call with king queen or something, but we should just be behind when they call, and they do. Need a 6 or an 8. 777 is our cash. GG, man. Come on! Why did it play out so poorly? Ugh. 600 min cash in 9 spots. We're 5 off the money here, by the way. This is going to be bubble fault. The other thing that I also kind of like to poke fun of is like it's cultural insensitivity a bit as well. I'm not suggesting that in Canada this haircut is a normal haircut. It's not. And I'm not even suggesting it's a haircut because it's way too long on the side and it's a pandemic due, you know? Open the aces. We check back at the flop. We're going to go for a bet on the turn here. It's a good board for them, so I think slow playing some overpairs is a good idea so that we can like call some turns and rivers and have strong hands. We call the check raise on the king and rivers a 4. 7-5, they have. They have 4-3 and 6-4 and all that stuff, but I don't think we should bet on the paired board. Check, check. And be 10-5 suited. Okay. We go for a sneaky slow play here with the ace king. Hoping for a squeeze behind because it's the nuts, but we end up seeing a pretty bad flop. It's also the bubble too, which is fair. Deuce 4-5. Just call a c-bet here. Turns a jack. Check, check. King of the river. Very good river. Likely be the best hand here. If Addo checks, we'll value bet. If Addo bets, we just call though. Call. Good stuff, man. There we go. I'm going to flat. The nice thing about calling here is like we flat with aces, kings, queens as well because of these squeeze stacks. So we can have some really strong hands that want to call here. Okay. We are on the bubble, but we're kind of tied in chips. It's tough to get all the money in here as well. So I think that's okay. Checks to us. We bet small 1/4. 2 off the money bubble. It'll be so exciting to have a 5:30 day 2 tomorrow. If we have a day 2. I mean, listen, we could bust this in. Probably not, but you know. Big bet here of 85K. We should call with our jack 9. It's king 9, okay. Often poker is like an afterthought, you know, or it's like a necessary part of a gaming business to be successful, but it's not the main thing of most parent companies. So I don't know how to solve the problem of poker just being grouped in with the rest, because operators, it is kind of grouped in with the rest. It's a big problem though, and I feel like it's what poker actually really needs to succeed into the future is to be viewed differently, you know, than those other formats. And I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to sway politically to convince people that it should be treated differently. We are on the pure bubble chat of the 5:30. 20 people make the money and make day 2, which is tomorrow as well. For you, here's a shove on the river from Ed Sheeran. This could burst the bubble. Let's see if Alvy finds the call or not. Ace Queen called, King 10 had it. We are in the money chat. Let's go. Let's go, man.